History for Fools with Felipe Esparza, the host with the most, the lecturer, the poet, the lover, and the romantic, the reader of 2 books. Butch Escobar right here, Escobar.
What up, everybody?
This guy, the father of everything. This guy
is good.
It's cool.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Man.
I really, a lot of people say that about me. I appreciate you saying that.
Oh, you lost your nanny during the fire.
I did lose my nanny during the fire. How did you survive the fires, Felipe? Like, I think everybody's...
How did I survive the fire? You knew. You know how I survived the
I know,
fire.
but I'm
You were
asking-
with me out of town.
Oh my God, bro. I was asking for the audience. Like, I was asking on behalf of the audience. I know how you were doing. I was kind of doing a little icebreaker moment there where it's like, explain to the people what you're going through, Felipe.
You know what happened? We hugged our families and our pets, and we got on a plane and we boned out.
We boned out to Connecticut, dog. Cold ass Connecticut, bro.
Man, it was cold, huh?
Bro, that getting off at JFK, that was the coldest moment ever of my entire life.
I want to give a shout out to all the people I met in Connecticut and Stamford. Did not know there were so many Brazilians in Stamford, Connecticut.
So many Brazilians.
And so many Portuguese, Colombian, and everything else. Oh, yeah, and 2 Mexicans. Us.
Just us. Oh, and Alejandra, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to Alejandra
Jimenez,
funny comedian out of New York. And also out of New York, Pedro Gonzalez. Look
bro.
out for him, man.
Murderer,
man. Like,
murderer.
That this guy goes up on stage stabbing people in Spanish and English.
He does. Bro, he's so good, man.
I don't want to spoil his material, but go look up his bits about him having a gay son and where he's gonna take him to when he finds out.
That's good stuff, dude. Good stuff.
Yeah, man. It was a nice green room. They treated us right.
Bro, it had a pool table in it.
It had a pool table. It had a Switch.
Big L-shaped couch, a Switch. It had a Nintendo Switch, which I loved. And then like a candy bar that was pretty good as well.
Also, shout out to the bouncer over there. A lot of eccentric bouncers and security at the Stanford Comedy Club. Shout out to the main security guard, Chief.
Chief was dope, bro.
Chief and Little Chief. And also his homie, I didn't get to really meet him, but that fool was like Morpheus from The Matrix.
Yeah. Bro, did you see though at the beginning of every show when they go, no table talk, no, you know when they do the whole no table talk, no heckling, put your phones down, no video. Chief walks through the front of the show just because he's huge, man. This guy's like 7 feet.
Oh, you're talking
tall.
about Chief, not Morpheus.
No, Chief.
Okay.
They walk Chief through
He's
the
like
front
6'4"
to let everybody know this. If you're gonna break these rules, this is who you're fucking with. And he like just like a slow walk, like looking at everybody, and then I go up.
You know what Chief looks like?
What?
He looks like Gary Oldman in True Romance, but like, of course, the real
black dude, yeah,
a black dude.
Yeah. The actual black dude.
And the whole time, like I was standing next to him, and he has a lot of gold chains, a lot of jewelry, rings. And I kept thinking, like, he has a diamond necklace, a big diamond necklace. And I finally asked him, man, is that exactly like this guy, but black.
And huge.
Well, this is what Gary Oldman was trying. We met the guy that Gary Oldman was trying to be.
Right, yeah, dude, for real.
So, this guy's a 1%er, and he's part of a biker club, all African-American bike club. Like, you could only be black to be in
this club.
Yeah, they're called the Outcasts.
Okay, man.
The Outcast MC.
I heard you talking about him with biker stuff,
bro. I was talking to him, and there was another guy that works at the club, and he's Brazilian, and I started busting out I don't know. I just started busting out my music, man, because sometimes I like to set the mood for the green room or put on music,
Right, yeah.
But especially if they have speakers, why not? We started playing the soundtrack to one of my favorite movies, Top 10, City of God.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So they're playing like 1970s funk from Brazil and bossa nova songs and rock and roll music from Brazil from the 1970s. Pretty much everything that came out of Brazil in 1970s. So, man, this kid, he knew every musician that came out. Oh, that's Bono Jojo. Oh, you're a big fan of Joan. And the manager was Brazilian.
Right. The manager caught your music right away.
Yeah.
He came out of the office and was like, "Oh, dope! You like this?" And that's when, and then as you were playing it, more Brazilians started coming in the room, and they were like, "Yo, this is
so we're just chilling, man, and we're like annihilated, bro, like annihilated high.
Oh,
we're gonna catch our Uber. We got our scarf on because it's blizzard outside, man. It's cold.
So fucking cold, bro. One of the coldest I've ever felt.
So we were dressed like John Candy and planes, trains, and automobiles. I was needed with a suitcase.
For real, dude.
This flamboyant ass dude comes out. Like this guy, like if we're playing hide and go seek, and like if we're gonna be like little kids, like if we're little kids, and we're saying I'm gonna be Rambo, Butch is gonna be G.I. Joe. This fool would have straight up said, I'll be Peter Pan.
Yeah, bro. Bro, because you're talking about that laughing guy, right? Oh my God, bro. That guy.
That fool was dressed like if you want to take it old school, he was dressed like Louis the Lilac from Batman.
Yes, dude. He had
all he needed was a hat. And he was trying to be funny, man. He came in so busting hardballs. Like he grabbed my hand, he goes, and I was like, I was just low, whatever. I could take this guy on. So he grabbed my hand, he goes, let me read your future. You have a small dick.
Yeah. And then he goes, no, bro. He first walks in, he goes, you're the comedian. And you're like, yeah. And he goes, ha 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 ha. And then he looks at me, he goes, he's a funny guy. And you look at me like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't even fucking know.
I don't know, but someone showed him off.
That's when he goes, can I read your palm? And he hand up your hand. He goes, oh yeah, you have a small dick.
I was so high, I didn't laugh till I got in the car.
Bro, we didn't even say anything to him. We just kept walking.
He just kept walking there.
Because his friend was, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so later on, his friend is the one that knew everything, right? So I started saying, man, my friend, so he came back and like almost like sober and.
Yeah, the next day he came back.
Almost like they must have scolded him or something.
Right.
Hey, bro, you were out of hand last night, man. But you were out of hand like last time.
Because it looked like he chased us out. We were getting ready to leave.
We were already leaving.
But I think it looked like he chased us out.
Yeah, it looked like he was chasing us out, but we were already leaving.
I honestly, though, would have wanted to leave if he was... Because I was like, what the fuck is happening?
This guy, man. This guy
yeah, bro. He had on like a white trench with a white turtleneck and white pants and a gold belt.
He wearing butterfly wings too, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. He was so...
He wearing tap shoes
weird.
too.
Even the second night he came through, he was a little too weird for me, bro. Like...
So the next day, this dude's back, right? And they were just chilling now, He's at our level now. Like he had a little... he was drinking a drink with 3 lollipops in it.
Yes, bro.
And he asked me if I wanted one. I said, I'm good. So,
did he really?
Yeah.
That's so gross.
So, he goes, we're telling his friend, I was telling his friend, bro, what happened to your homie, bro? The one that was here last one. Which one? The gay Liberace, bro.
Yeah.
The Elton Juan. I was doing all these references.
Oh, when you call them Elton Juan.
And then he goes out there, Cesar.
Yeah.
No, his name is Caesar, but he just cannot just be Caesar.
No.
Cesar.
Cesar.
So I said, Cesar. He calls Cesar over. He goes, you talking about this guy? My husband? And they started kissing, bro.
Oh, wait a minute. The dude with the newsy hat like yours?
That's his husband.
That dude, that's right. Because he was all, yeah, sorry about my husband.
He goes, don't worry, I checked him.
In my mind, because that dude, I'm sorry if I stereotype. I guess, dude, still, because he seemed like the most heterosexual, because he was like, yo, what's up, dog? He seemed like the guy that was going to be like, I can hook you up with girls, I can hook up with whatever you want, I run this town.
And then he has that, but he did know a lot of people.
He did. Well, that guy was all love, bro. But
Yeah.
but I still was like, oh, this guy's getting all the pussy in this town. And no, apparently not. He's with Cesar. Holy shit. Okay, that's good for them. Good
Yeah,
for them.
So I asked him, how did you guys meet? And he said, well, they're both in the music business. Like the friend is like, he knew all the songs. So they were talking about me, about knowing all these songs. And Cesar was an opera singer, bro,
Right.
in Brazil.
I believe it.
Big time.
I believe it.
So then I made a mistake and asked him to do some.
Yes, this is
Oh,
why I
my
believe
God.
it. Oh my God, bro.
Bro, the whole time it turned into a operetta, bro, the night. Remember, bro? Then somebody said, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. Then one of the waiters said, $50. And if we had the video, I will show you guys. But that's something that when we start our Patreon, you could request it.
Yeah, we'll put
and
it
then
on
we'll
there.
show it.
Yeah, we'll put it on there because that was
Why
really,
not, right?
Totally. Because
It'd
that
be
was
better, man. Just we had started a Patreon where you could request.
a little something to give you guys if you, show it like,
So anyways, this guy goes, and I know, and I showed Lisa the video, and it sounded like he started off too deep instead of working his way there.
Right.
And I could tell why he's not a opera singer no more.
You could tell he's had some training or has done it, but yeah, because like opera is a very fine note to hit, like that, like the way they sing.
He was doing.
He was a little bit. You can tell he's pushing it.
He didn't like. I seen like people doing Ave Maria, like they start off with. Whatever. Yeah, and then they get to that part, right? Like
You like that, right?
But this fool started at
Yeah.
Maria.
Yeah, he started from different places.
But then later on, when I found out that was her husband, and then that young fool, I said, oh, okay, I can see why he likes him, man.
Right.
He's very opera.
Fun guy to be around.
Yeah, man. So the guy Cesar, he's besides being very eccentric, he's very artistic, bro. He said he's produced and directed like a bunch of real short independent movies that won awards. He showed me his thesis from college.
Oh yeah. He was talking about
But
that.
that was all that was before I told him to do the operatic.
Right. I watched him like start talking to you, then I watched him pull his phone out, and I was like, "Oh, Felipe's in for it now, bro." Like,
I got kidnapped.
yeah, you got kidnapped hardcore. I couldn't even pull you out of that.
I was trying to leave.
Yeah, I wanted, because usually when I see someone doing that, I'll like walk over and try to interrupt the convo so you could get out of there. Because I don't have a problem, bro. I'll be like, hey, I got to go, dog, later. Especially if he's bouncing too, But this guy sucked him in the corner, and there was just too much energy around.
I know, man. It was one of those stories that I get sucked into stories, bro, that don't lead anywhere.
No, all the time, bro.
Which reminds me of Gene Pompa's joke when Gene Pompa was always good at comedian, always good at brushing people off. He had a joke about hey, comedian, because how is the back of my hand like a piece of pie?
How?
And he goes, I think Gene Pompa just looks straight at his face and goes, I don't know, and I don't give a fuck.
That's how you do it, bro. That's how you. I don't want to hear your bullshit today.
Bro, okay. when you were coming out of the plane, right?
Yeah.
When you were coming out of the plane, you and I flew, right?
Into JFK.
Right. No, coming out of the plane to LAX.
Okay. Oh, when we got home.
Okay, when you were walking out of the plane.
Yeah.
And you were walking toward where I was.
Yeah.
Now wearing a trench coat with a hat.
Yeah.
Did you see that big fat motherfucker to the left wearing those little ass shorts?
Yes, bro.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Andre the Giant?
Dude, I was like, are your legs eating your fucking shorts?
Are you going to sit next to somebody like that?
Yeah. Bro, the people.
The flight is going to be 6 hours.
Spirit Airlines is on the other side, sir.
He's in the wrong airport, bro.
Yeah, dude.
He should be taking public transportation wherever he's going.
Oh, my God.
This guy was at least 50 years old with gray hair.
Yeah.
Big as us. No, bigger than us.
Bigger, bro. Bigger.
And he had like he had
dude.
shorts that belonged to Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, I did notice that, but my mind rejected it.
We're tired.
Right away. Yeah, I was all, I can't do it.
We didn't have time to delve into that.
Yeah, I have 2 fucking trains I need to catch to get into town, bro. Like, I didn't need to see that.
He was sitting long, too.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you could see his big white legs.
The shit that flies out of LAX, bro, because that's not the first time I've seen, like, someone, like, I don't give a fuck, bro. And when I think you're inappropriately dressed, then that means you're way inappropriately dressed. And I've seen shit fly out of LA where I'm like, this person's fucking naked, bro. Like, fucking, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. I took a...
But I don't mind, man, if a girl wants to sit next to me and she's wearing shorts or sandals.
Right.
Actually, I do mind, because I do mind
Why?
Because she's going to be thinking I'm going to be staring and I'm going to be trying to lean over her.
That's the thing is that now...
But I'm not. I'm just trying to get comfortable.
That's the thing is like, bro, I that's why it bothers me too, because like, I don't want you to think I'm doing that. Because now, and in fact, more now I got to be looking out the window like this, fucking just not paying attention.
So like one time, bro, I got to the airport with no socks on.
Yeah.
Just sandals, right?
Right.
And then I got in a plane, bro, and a person saw my feet.
Okay.
But I didn't notice that they saw. But I already had my sock in my hand. That when I did, I put on my socks.
Right.
Comfortable. He goes, yeah, it's gonna be cold. I said.
Ooh, he was noticing.
But I already put in my socks on. I have my socks on already.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's some people who just take their shoes off even though they don't have sandals on.
That's so gross at the airport to me. That's so gross. Cause I wear my Crocs so they're easy to slide off in security. I put my shoes in my suitcase. So when I get to my seat, I'll kick my Crocs off and relax. But dude, if I'm gonna get up and walk around, the airport has probably the most foot traffic you can imagine. And then if you go to the bathroom, dude, it's all like covered in like turbulence piss.
Do you ever have to do this where you're gonna walk through metal detector because you don't have TSA or clear or nothing like that?
Right.
But the person in front of you is one of those greasy ass fools that wears boots with no socks on. Now you gotta stand in their sweat.
Yes, I don't like that, dude. That's another thing that I don't.
I made the TSA security wipe it, bro.
Did you really? Yeah, I would do that. I said,
I'll wipe it, bro. You're gonna need to wipe it.
Cause I don't.
Or you're gonna give me some slippers, or I'm not gonna take my shoes off.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna.
I give them both choices.
I don't want to step into that with my socks on.
I even told the TSA guy, listen, man, before you think this would be a problem, I'm being a problem. You saw how dirty that guy was. I saw you got comment. I saw you made a face. He made a face. I saw
you make a face.
And you saw that fool left a footprint of stench right there. So, I know there's a bottle over there and there's a bottle over there. I'll do it. You do it. Somebody needs to spray that off because I'm not going to walk.
Fuck, gross, bro. So fucking gross, dude.
And they called the security guard and the guy that made the first face, he had to do it, bro. He went over there and did In that little room, this smelled like feet, bro.
Here's the thing.
It was the one that spins, and it smelled like patas,
bro. No. Fuck no, bro.
What would you do, bro, if you know that fool's feet stuck and he's stood in a low?
I'd be like, I'm gonna just wait.
No, but it was the one that spins.
Yeah,
and you get locked in there with
I'll stand and wait. I'll stand on the other side and be like, go ahead.
You let more people in.
Let a few more people go by, bro. That's why I get to the airport 2 hours early,
bro.
That's why I get there 2 hours early for bullshit like that. Because I can't fucking deal with people, period, dude. My fucking biggest fear is sitting next to someone who stinks. Because...
So I guess you're never going to go to India or Iran, huh?
Nah, probably not, bro.
Dubai.
One time me and Storin were on a plane to Japan, and they had an Indian, like, you know, he would look like a sadhu or like some sort of like, you know, like... mysterious man, you know, like our mystical man, whatever, like a practitioner. But he stunk, and every time he got up, like he would take laps because he couldn't sit down, and he was sitting in the middle of the middle. And every time he'd get up and walk around, it stunk so fucking bad, bro.
He was walking around, bro.
Dude,
he was walking around?
Yes.
The old times people, have you smelled the hand of God?
Oh, my God.
Have you smelled the hand of God?
No, that is not.
Have you smelled the hand of God?
That's the butthole of God, bro. They should have a rule. If you stink, they can't let you on the flight. I honestly think because you're trapped in that.
I'd rather have a guy who just came from Turkey with a bleeding head from his fucking hairpiece sit next to me than somebody who stinks.
Bro, I could deal with blood. I could deal with blood all day long. Because I'm only looking at it. It's not affecting my senses.
His service German Shepherd in the middle seat.
You know what? Because here's what... Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what bothers me about stinky people?
Wearing a little MAGA vest.
About human scent is that those parts of their chemical, like whatever's coming off of them, is touching you physically. It's in your nose. Like, that's what bothers me. That's what grosses me out is that I'm breathing in your fucking stench. I'm breathing in your dirt. I cannot, dude. It is... I've been trying to take the train home from the airport to make it cheaper, but this last time, bro, I sat between...
that stench is on top of you, bro, riding you backward dog. You're
stuck in the fucking metal tube for however many hours, bro. You can't be like, hey, can you pull over? This guy stinks. I'm having some, you know, because bro, I'll fucking throw up. I'll throw up on that motherfucker. So gross, dude. If they feet stink and they're kicking their shoes off next to you.
How about their feet stink and they take their socks off and a little bit of yellow on the tip? What's the matter with you?
That's so gross to me,
You
bro.
never watched your mom's house?
Oh, dude, that's so gross.
I was in jail when that happened, bro.
I've seen that happen.
And they started calling that guy because he had no teeth and he was skinny. Instead of Leon Spinks, they call that fool Leon Stinks.
Yes, you were telling me about this guy, dude. Did you say his socks were like all fucked up and yellow?
Bro, when I was hanging out with Gabriel Iglesias, he was living with his sister Emily.
Okay.
And his sister-in-law, his cousins, the little girl, and two little boys, and they slept in the living room. And we were gonna go to his house to go like grab some food. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. But those fools their door was open, right? And I don't know where he slept, but he said, "Listen, man, before we go in, I gotta apologize, bro, but that place smells like Pata Central."
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what he was talking about. Then we went in, bro. And you know, some people hang Christmas tree scented things. It felt like every part of the house had Leon Stig's socks hanging like that, like a fly
trap. Fuck no, dog.
And it's funny, man, because I guess I grew up with brothers that we were still eating,
Yeah, dude.
Grilled cheeses.
Oh, God, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Pata Central.
No more Pata Central.
They're in Arizona right now. What's up, everybody? History for Fools.
What's up?
History of fucking everything, bro. Your history, bro.
My history, your history.
Sock history.
Sock history. Jeez, dude, I was gagging so hard, like my stomach started to cramp up. That was so gross thinking about that, dude.
It was yellow, bro, like your shirt.
I've been, fucking, not stop already.
So, man, what do you want to talk about, bro? You want to talk about the history of fires or some 1916 uprising, Easter uprising in Dublin?
Let's continue the 1916 uprising.
So the 1916 uprising, man, was this. First of all, Dublin, Ireland, was they were taken over by the British many years ago, and the British, they used to be owned by, back in the days they were owned by the Romans, and once the Romans left, the British the Romans became British, I guess was my theory,
right?
Because they use the king and he come from the same families.
Right. And
they fought forever. If you see those fights between Braveheart, in the movie Braveheart, where it's the Scots fighting with the Scots getting together with the Irish to fight the British, right? In the movie. So in the movie, there's a part where they're trying to get the Irish to join the Scots to fight the fucking war against Britain, the takeover. And one of the guy was Irish, and then they're asking him, "What? You're fucking crazy. You're crazy enough to put a knife in your throat, old man." And that guy was, "Where you from?" He goes, "I'm from my island." He goes, "What island? You're Irish?" But before that guy took the knife out, that guy, he goes, "This guy, he's a dumb Irish." But that guy was he put a fucking dagger in that guy's throat. He goes, "Faster." He goes, "Are you stupid? Stupid enough to put a dagger in your throat, old man?" So where you from? He goes, my island. You mean Ireland? No, my land. So he says, my land. My land.
Right.
Ireland? No, my land. So it was his land. So this Irish, if you know where Ireland is, it's an island away from England. It takes a while to get there. So it's for this guy and these Irish people to leave their island and help the Scots fight. That means a lot. And of course, we all know that in the movie, the Irish ended up joining the British to fight the Scots.
Right. That's how.
Remember, the Irish turned their back on them.
So that's how Ireland became part of
British. Even
British
back then,
rule.
They didn't want to fight, bro. They want to get their. They don't want to die. I don't know how long they fought.
It's like, do I go?
Sounds made up.
Do I go with these fucking guys who are kind of tyrants and all fucked up?
Yeah.
Who are gonna protect me, but also fuck up my place? Or do I go it alone, which I'm definitely going to be annihilated if I go it alone? Like, that seems like those are two
maybe
choices.
it was one of those, when my enemy becomes my enemy.
Yeah, bro.
Then my enemy becomes my friend.
Yes.
So my enemy is eliminated, then we go back to being enemies.
Until we go back to being enemies, or until my enemy is the only enemy I have.
Yeah.
You know, and which is kind of like what seems to have happened to Ireland.
So in Ireland, man, like, they fought in World War I against helping British fight the Germans, right? And so one day in 1916, Joseph Plunkett,
yes,
and a businessman and another businessman, they wrote the declaration for they declared Irish a republic, like they wanted their own state, they wanted their own be their own country. So they fought. Before they fought the Easter.
Here we go. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was like saying, that's Joseph Plunkett right there.
Yeah, him and his colleagues, they all got assassinated at the prison.
I'm gonna find the column.
Joseph Plunkett, he got married a couple of hours before.
Patrick Pierce, James Connolly, Tom Clark, Joseph Plunkett, and Thomas McDonough were the commanders of that, and they were with two factions that had combined, right? The Irish,
IRA,
the IRA, which is now the IRA, but the
and then the socialist one too.
The Irish Republican Brotherhood became the IRA, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? I never understood the what the split was growing up until we got to working on this. And I never understood what Ireland, like I honestly didn't even think about it until now. And it's
see what happened when it was perfect timing for the Irish people to rebel because they British was weakened, bro, by World War I, and they didn't want to have another ugly war with somebody else, so they didn't put in like all their big effort in fighting Ireland.
Why did they want to? Why did they want independence?
Well, most of the Irish people are Catholic, and if you saw in the Braveheart, there was a guy there giving them the sign of the cross.
Yes,
because that's something that was handed over when they were conquered by Romans.
Okay,
the Romans are Catholic.
Okay,
so they do the sign of the cross. So every time when Roman took over Scotland, when they took over this, they made these motherfuckers Catholic.
Right.
So they're Catholic.
They're Catholic.
So
and you have to be Catholic. It's not like you could be whatever you want.
So British, they're Protestants, bro.
Yeah.
They're Protestants. You know, they're against.
Oh, okay.
They're against Romans.
Right.
They're against Catholicism. So I guess the Irish got tired of Protestant rule.
Got it. So it wasn't even like, oh, we're poor and we're all fucked up and
No.
we're being treated like shit or we're marginalized. It was literally just, hey, we don't want to be this religion and we're sick of having to be under this religious rule.
But also, man, the British poisoned their farms, bro. So started the potato famine even before that. And then landowners, like just say that landowners, like just say I have a land, right? But I've had I had the McDaniels. They've always worked my land and they've always grown these potatoes and I've always gotten a profit.
Okay.
But after the potato famine, they know potatoes, there's no use of keeping them on my land anymore.
Right.
You know? So we need to kick all these motherfuckers
out. Oh, so this came after the potato famine.
Yeah, that's when the Irish started showing up to America during the American Civil War.
Got it. Okay.
That's when in that movie, There Will Be Blood.
Oh,
in that movie, Gangs of New York.
Right.
They're asking all those Irish people that are coming off the boat, hey, join the army, be a citizen, get 3 meals a day, and they're giving them their suits to go fight.
They're getting off the boat, getting their suits, and getting back on the boat and taking off back
how sad
to the
that
war.
Is?
That's crazy to me, dude.
And they're just fleeing starvation, bro. Now their wives are being left with the kids by themselves, and
in a new land.
In a new land, now they're gonna go fight a war.
I wonder how true that was in that movie, where they got off the boat directly. Because in the movie, they get right off the boat.
Yeah, and they're throwing shit at them, too.
And then they fucking go, hey, come over here and sign up for the war. And then they give them the uniform, and then it shows them getting back on the boat, like, right away.
When they give them a gun. And
like, you didn't even get to see America.
Their uniform and their gun.
You didn't even get to see America. You didn't even get to touch land. Your wife, though, because to me, bro, going to a new country even now, just to visit, is overwhelming, right? Like
any country, even now.
Yeah.
Imagine if they leave your ass there.
But imagine not being able to speak the language, or well, I guess they can speak the language, but imagine not being able to understand the customs, where to go, how things work. Also, most of these people probably came from little country towns, and they're in this huge city. That shit is crazy to me, dude. So it came from the potato famine.
Yeah, that was the first one. And that was like the first time, like, they're getting pissed, you know. Like, these are landowners who are British, who are Protestant, who are living in Ireland.
Okay.
You know, their loyalty is English.
Right. Well, and then you have like half people that are like, hey, we're okay with being with the English, and we want to be with the English, right?
Yeah, that's the Protestants.
Yeah.
But the Catholics didn't.
They did not. And I feel like the Catholics were the majority.
Because there was there was a priest that was backing them up too.
Right. Yeah, they had the power of the church. Because I think you read more on this than actually I did. Because I started to read through it, and then we read that book. We started reading that book that ended up being fictitious, but it still ran the line. Look at that. So the potato famine is interesting in itself because it's just like that's all these people were eating to begin with were potatoes. And like I was reading that they they survived off of just potatoes. Like very poor people could survive solely off of potatoes, which is wild to me. But these potatoes started getting like a fungus or some sort of virus that came from America.
Irish people are the only people that got a derogatory nickname the way blacks and Mexicans do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like there's no derogatory name for any other.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like it's a specific derogatory term for them.
The drunken Irish and the fighting Irish.
Right. Yeah.
And the fucking the paddy wagon was named after a drunk Irish to get.
That's right. To pick up all the drunk Irish
off the street. Because it's Paddy at St. Patrick's Day.
Because they're patties. Yeah, they call them patties. Which is, if you're going to have a derogatory term.
Imagine, bro, if they would have did that for Mexicans.
They just called us wands?
What happened, bro? Here comes the Beaner Mobile.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Or for black people, here come, well, you know.
Right.
You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Just a regular black.
In my mind, I said it.
Just a regular black and white car. LAPD.
Sorry for coffee.
Yeah, the paddy wagon, bro.
Yeah, dude. Wow, I didn't even think about it.
Which I think is sad, bro, because the paddy wagon, like if you're drunk, you could be mistaken it for a taco truck.
I lived in Berkeley.
I'll take 2 beatings, please.
As you know, before I lived in Berkeley.
We all know, bro.
Okay, that's good.
People are taking a shot right now because you said Berkeley.
Oh my God, bro! I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving right now. No,
take your socks with you.
So every summer, the town gets taken over by Irish students, and it changes everything in the town. Like, cause they have to double up on the cops. There's a lot of drunkenness, and I never thought about that because I'd never see a paddy wagon in Berkeley until the summertime, and wow, yeah, we still call them paddy wagons too. We haven't even taken that out yet of our vernacular.
Because Irish people in America, they're so
Sorry, that picture.
They're assimilating America so much that they already forgot.
Right. Are they like us where they just don't get offended?
Yeah.
But I would be mad if it was the Beaner Mobile. I would definitely be like, yo, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, watch out, bro. Here comes the tortilla picker-upper.
That's actually a little... See, that's more chill.
Look, bro.
Paddy wagon. They even painted it on there, letting them know this is for you. This is just for you. Nice.
If I had a bar, bro, I'd call it the paddy wagon, bro.
Nice. I'd call mine the Beaner's Beanery.
There was already one called Barney's Beanery.
Barney's Beanery. I know. I thought when I first drove by, I thought it was called.
Speaking of Beanery and Barney Beanery, we're in Connecticut, and there was a fake P.F. Chang over there.
There was.
Peter Chang's.
Straight up, bro. Didn't even hide it. Had like almost the same menu.
Didn't even hide it, bro. Kind of like leather and pleather.
Oh, I loved it, dude. You had the noodles. Well, I had the noodles last night.
Yeah, so the Uprising started in 1916.
Yep.
And the Irish state, they got what they signed they made a treaty with British where they would be part of they signed a treaty with England that made them I don't know if it was like I don't know if they made them a sovereign state, but everything that what they signed was something that would lead to independence in the future. Like, okay, the first 5 years, I think you'll get this, a sovereign state.
Right.
And then the second 5 year, blah, 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 blah. But then this year, you'll get independence. I'm guessing that's how it worked.
Right. Eventually, you'll get your independence.
But not all that bought. I'm not going to give you the whole country all at once. Because there was still like a lot of stuff that British owned there, man. Like,
yeah, they were, I guess.
Yeah, so, and also, they didn't have to pay taxes to England no more. It kind of worked the way Canada and England are, and how they work before. But
so interesting.
But a section of the Irish government was pissed off that these guys like Michael Collins, you know, the people that were Michael Collins and these other people, they signed this treaty. They were pissed off at
Patrick Pierce,
Jimmy Connolly,
Tom Clark.
They were pissed that these guys signed this treaty. So these guys, the IRA, which is the Irish Republic Army, they started a war with the people who signed this treaty, and that became the Irish Revolution of fucking 4 years later, right? 1920.
Right, yeah.
And that one was brutal, man. Like, brutal. It was like the same people that were fighting each other to help fight the British were now fighting each other like cousins against cousins. Which the war was basically Northern Ireland against Southern Ireland.
Yeah.
Belfast against Dublin.
So the 1916 uprising, even though it was a failure in itself, is what inspired the 1920 revolution.
No, it's what inspired. It's what inspired the 1916 actually real fighting.
Okay.
Because they got their independence, but
oh, that's right. Yeah.
But the IRA are the ones that are pissed off that they made that treaty.
Right.
So they wanted different stuff. They said you guys gave up too much.
That's why there's a Northern Ireland.
So that's why Northern those guys started that war, and then after the Irish government defeated Northern Ireland, British just took over that area for them.
There was I'm reading here. What's crazy, bro, is that this insurrection or this uprising was a group of people that were already knew they were outnumbered. Like
some down motherfuckers, bro.
Bro, some down ass motherfuckers.
Young fools too.
Yeah, and they were like,
oh man.
Well, when they started the rebellion, thinking
that's the 1920 rebellion, right? Revolution, right?
Yeah.
Against the Irish against Irish.
No, I'm talking about the 1916 actually.
Yeah.
Because when I'm looking at it right now, there's 1,250 volunteers in Dublin versus 16,000 British troops and 1,000 armed police officers
who were all Irish.
And then over the battle, the English suffered the most casualties. 143 killed, 397 wounded. Where the rebellions, the rebels, only 82 killed during the fighting, and 16 were executed afterwards. But that's like, I mean, that's unbelievable numbers. And then to go into that battle, because if I can recall, they were like, "Yo, we're gonna fucking do this on this day," and then they worked in coherence with the German military, right? And they were like, "Hey, we need guns." And so the German military is like, all right, we're going to sneak these guns up on this beach, and we're going to fucking arm you guys up and get you guys ready to go. And then once you guys, close in on them, we're going to help you out. But that German ship was scuttled.
Yeah.
And so the arms never made it. And then on top of it, I think the leadership was like, hey, we're going to chill on the rebellion right now and not fucking fight. But the other half of the leadership was like, no, we're still fighting. And so only half of the troops on the rebellion side showed up for battle that day. Because there was a whole I don't know if you remember where they even put it in the paper, no rebellion today. We're not going to go fucking fighting.
Hey man, the Irish were desperate for help. Like the Nazis said nope.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
The Nazis didn't want to help.
How bad did these people want it?
And then they try to get help by by them. I don't know, somewhere in Africa by somebody. They said nope.
Yeah, they were trying to get help everywhere.
And it wasn't. They had to do it all alone.
Because by now the British Empire is fucking everybody up. Bro, they have like property in fucking Egypt. They own parts of Egypt. They own parts of
South Africa.
Yeah, dude. Like,
and then like South America, those islands, the Falklands.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, nobody wants to fuck with these guys, and these guys are like,
but
hey.
It's funny how the Nazis stringed them along that they were gonna help with and send.
Well, they did, and they did send them like a small batch of arms, but that got sunk in the scuttle of the ship. And then
because there were some troops that were actually communists for Ireland,
right?
And they helped. And those guys couldn't get no other communist country to help them either.
Well, that was the thing, was that...
And also, they didn't want to get... They kept those people at bay because they know that they were the main guy who not about having a socialist country.
No, well, and that was the thing, was that there were two people who wanted to free Ireland.
They went after the motherfuckers after too, huh?
Right. They ended up fighting each other. But at the time, there were two groups, if I'm not correct, that wanted Ireland to be free, and it was a group of communists and a group of... Protestants, right? Or no, Catholics. And they were like, okay, well, our interests don't align, but fuck it, let's go ahead and fucking get it on anyway. And then they start to like plan and become friends. But it's just it's interesting to me how they tried to come together. What's most interesting to me about this, man, is that they knew they were fucked from the very beginning. Like, they knew that they were outnumbered from the very beginning. And I think they just wanted to see if they could rise up a little bit and then get some help afterwards. Because the whole time I'm reading all of this stuff, I'm like, what's the end game here, though? Like, what's going to happen? Like, how are you going to get past, like I said, they had 16,000 British troops. And this is in the middle of World War I. That's the other thing, is this is in the middle of World War I. Like, you're not even going to get as many people to give a fuck about you. Because they tried to appeal to the United States, too, remember?
They had their own a rebellion in 1798.
That's right. You went to go visit Ireland. We talked about that on the last episode. Where you went to go visit the prison.
Yeah, bro. The belligerents, bro, of the Irish Army was the Irish rebel forces, the Irish Volunteers, the Irish Republican, the Brotherhood, Irish Citizen Army, and this one like one of the hardcore ones that became the IRA, the Fianna Irian and the Cumann Naban and Hibernian Rifles, and then of course the British side was the British Army and the Royal Irish Constable,
which is like the cops, which is like basically the local police, the constabulary.
The Irish Citizen Army was a small paramilitary group of trained trade union volunteers from the Irish Transport and General Workers Union. So these are fools that have regular jobs, bro, just started their own little army,
right,
to get ready for the fucking
like a local volunteer army. And
if you notice that, I'm gonna get off track here. But like this Irish Citizens Army, it was a bunch of workers who started working together and then fighting with Irish to fucking fight the British, and later on, now that there's the Irish whatever, and later on in the future, these same motherfuckers will start soccer teams, and that's how all these rivalries got started, eh?
Oh, okay. So that's why they're so violent with each other.
Yeah, man, because it's like an old shit, bro. Like a football team might be started in a place where the Irish Citizen Army got started. And so they're just getting called crazy, bro.
Ah, wow. So there's some deep roots in these teams. So it's not like here where it's like, oh, I like this team because of the colors or because it's from the town that I'm from.
Because I looked up this, I was watching this German football team the other day. And they wear black and yellow, and I'm trying to find out like their origins.
Right.
And their origins were a bunch of steel workers who started playing soccer, and then later on they started playing against another steel worker company, and then later
like the Steelers.
And then later on people started paying money to see them, and they became an official soccer team.
Whoa. It's like our Pittsburgh Steelers. There were a bunch of guys that were just working on steel, and they started throwing a metal football around. Did you know that?
So the Irish
Right?
Citizens Army, their ideology was Irish republicanism, socialism, syndicalism, anti-imperialism, and Marxism. So
That's a lot of ideologies put.
so
in
they're
one little
actually
bucket.
against any royalty. So I'm pretty sure these motherfuckers were against that treaty too.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I mean, that's the thing, man. It's like, well, I mean, it seems like it might happen, but it's like the United States owning Canada.
And then the Fianna of Ireland, because this is a Gaelic word, by the
The
way.
Fianna Iran.
The not Fianna Aryan, that means
Aryan,
it's a Gaelic word for soldiers of Ireland. The not Fianna means soldier, and Aryan means Ireland.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's an Irish nationalist youth organization founded by Constance Markievicz in 1909 with later help from Boomer Hobson. Fianna members were involved in setting up the Irish Volunteers and had their own circle of Irish Republican Brotherhood. And they were part of the Uprising, bro. And their idealism is Irish nationalism, Irish republicanism.
Good Lord. Okay. Wow. They seem pretty hardcore, dude.
They don't fuck around,
They
bro.
don't fuck around. We want our purity, homie.
They're
We're
real Irish
Aryans.
names, bro, like Griffith.
Yeah, dude. Wow. Those guys are hardcore, man. That's the thing, though, is to me, it's like when I was reading this, bro, to pick up a gun in your society and want to fight your government, like you're making some huge decisions right then and there. Like you're definitely making a decision that there's a very good those guys had to know that there was a good possibility they were going to die.
So, bro, yeah, man, what's his name? Thomas Stanley McDonald, bro. He was one of the people that was assassinated at the uprising in 1916.
Okay.
He led the 2nd Battalion, and he left 2 kids, Donna McDonald and Barbara McDonald. He was a school. He was an assistant headmaster, bro, lecturer, and in English.
Yeah,
at the
these were
university.
teachers.
They were all smart fools, bro.
This thing was started by poets. It was started by a poet and a playwright. That's what because Sean Fain, what's it called?
Yeah.
That was the thing, man, is like I could tell the rebelliousness in Ireland goes deep because like when I was reading about Sinn Féin, I remember thinking like, man, these people had started a long time before this happened. They started in like
They started planning the uprising in 1914 when Germany
Yes.
declared war on Britain and Britain declared war on them.
What a weird time to do that. But they were also very, again, and I think we've gone over this a few times with like the French, but they were also inspired by the United States Rebellion.
Yeah.
And they used there was a lot of United States help as far as citizenship went, because there was a lot of Irish Americans who had already been settled here and have made a lot of money that were
And
sending
went back.
money. That either sent money back or went back themselves and fought.
There was a lot of stealing of rifles.
There was a lot of stealing of rifles. The executions were pretty insane too.
There was when just to jump into the future, way future, past 1916, past the Declaration of Independence, 1922 in Ireland, but Bloody Sunday. Did you read anything about that?
I was gonna ask what that was.
But that was also this happened in Belfast.
So Easter Rising was not Sunday Bloody Sunday.
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
Sunday Bloody Sunday happened in Belfast, Ireland, Northern Ireland. There was a bunch of protests between the Catholics and they were protesting, and the British shot those fools. That's Bloody Sunday.
Oh shit!
What year is that? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it says one of YouTube's most overtly political songs. Its lyrics describe the horror it felt by an observer of the troubles in Northern Ireland, mainly focusing on a 1972 Bloody Sunday incident in Derry, where British troops shot and killed
1972
unarmed civil rights protesters.
13 unarmed civil rights protesters in Derry. Holy shit, dude. I thought this was just a song. I've heard this song my whole life and had no idea what they were singing about.
They were killed, buddy.
So when you were in Ireland, did you get to like, was there, I mean, what was your take on Ireland when you were there? Like, did you feel like they had been over all that stuff? Or is there still like a them and us thing between the Protestants and the Catholics?
Well, the people in Dublin, like the cab driver and all that, they call that place the occupied of Ireland.
They call it occupied. Do they seem still pissed about it, or are they kind of okay with it?
They see it as British Puerto Rico.
Fuck. Are they still upset about it, or do they seem like okay?
No, they have open borders. They could go back and forth.
So if you're in Ireland proper, you could go into Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And do you have to show passport?
No.
You can go back and forth and shop. There's no like, hey, fuck you, you're from here, I'm from there, kind of thing happening anymore.
Yeah. You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
But Ireland is part of the European dollar, so they use the same money.
They use euros. Do Ireland use euros as well?
I think so.
Okay, so it's not a problem with the exchange then.
No.
And it just kind of equalizes everything.
George Costanza right there. You know.
Look at George Costanza right there carrying.
Ireland use euros. Yeah, Ireland joined the European Union in 1973 and was one of the first countries to adopt the euro.
Wait a minute though. But Brexit happened.
Yeah, but Ireland, where I was, used euros. And Belfast, pounds.
Pounds. So there is an exchange going on there.
Yeah.
You have to exchange. That's fucking so interesting, dude. That's like, well, I guess we kind of experienced that anyway with Mexico. But it's like going into New Mexico and they're all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're using pesos now.
Oh, but what I noticed, like the Irish people over there, they talk about their Irish actors or in America, like their neighbors. Like, oh, Connor was just here, like that. Like he was just here with his wife, and they know exactly where they were, and they're telling me everything.
Interesting.
Yeah, they know that.
Wow.
They're close and neat. If I was asking that bull ride guy where the Liam Neeson lives, he'll tell me like, oh, he grew up over there.
Okay, they know. Well, because it's not a very big island. I mean, it's big as far as islands go, but I mean, it's still an island. A
lot of good food though, man.
I was gonna say, what did you notice the biggest differences between? Because they're very westernized like us. They're a Western nation. And they speak English like us.
And they speak Gaelic too, some places.
Is there places where they strictly speak Gaelic, or is it like?
Yeah, when I took the boat ride house, it's a lot of Gaelic words, but mostly English.
It's still English.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nowhere you're gonna go and you're like, fuck, I can't communicate with these people because they only speak Gaelic, right? So, what's the biggest difference between us and them? Where did you like notice like, oh, this is not, or we don't have this at home?
Well, they had an election when we were there for mayor and governor of whatever I was at.
Okay.
And they seem to be all liberal guys, but
okay.
different type of liberalism.
Is all of Ireland majority liberal? Do you know
like a Green Party against a different type of Green Party, or a liberal guy who's less liberal? And then some people who are liberal with a conservative side, but mostly they're still liberal.
So it's more than two factions.
Yeah, but they're not like there's a Republican. Yeah, of course, there's a Republican.
So there's a Republican Party as well.
Yeah,
what's
but
the majority?
Majority
overall of Ireland is it
Catholic?
But I mean, is it conservative or is it
We'll find out right now.
Liberal. Yeah, that's
What political party runs Ireland? he formed the historic three-party coalition consisting of Fianna Fáil, the Fine Gael, and the Green Party.
Okay, so it's mostly liberal.
Fianna Fáil is still around, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I mean, I imagine, because it doesn't seem like Irish people easily let go of their roots. You know, because that's the one thing I noticed walking around this country, being in America, is like, you know, like my girlfriend, her family is Sicilian and Scottish. But they really don't, there's not a lot of emphasis to it. It's not like she's like, hey, I'm fucking Sicilian. What do you expect from me? You know, like they just talk about it every now and then and like whatever. And then I know some people like are German. It's like, yeah, our family's from Germany. But Irish people are always like, I'm like my fucking dad.
Fianna Fáil is, the party is, it's conservatism. Conservatism, Christian democracy, Irish republicanism. The European affiliations are Alliance of Liberals and Democrats for Europe.
Yeah, okay, so it's very liberal.
And their
Ireland.
colors are green. And the politics of Republic in Ireland, political parties, election, whatever. But yeah, man, Fianna Fáil is conservatism, Christian democracy, Irish Republic.
Okay.
Liberal International.
So it's more liberal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like let's do business, but also not fuck up our air.
Right. Yeah, no, I get that. And that's the thing is like, so what I was saying is like, I feel like Irish people go, they're a little bit more deeper into being Irish. Like, especially like, you know, when you meet Irish people that aren't even from Ireland that are here, you know, but they identify directly as like, I'm fucking Irish, bro. Like,
but they're real nice in Ireland, bro. Like the Irish people over there, like you wouldn't, like a person who was like hardcore Boston Irish guy, he'll stand out in Ireland like a sore thumb.
Oh, yeah.
Like everybody getting head knocked off.
Like when the Sopranos went to Italy.
Yeah, like he'll stand out.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't even like their food.
What did you eat when you were there?
I ate KFC. KFC had a lot of vegan options.
Oh, okay. I was like,
because there's a lot of Indian people, bro. Like Chinese people and Indian people all over the world.
okay.
More than Mexicans.
Right.
Like all over the world. So there's Indian restaurants in Ireland, and there's a lot of Lebanese people.
Okay.
There's a lot of donair, you know, like the shish kebab.
Right. Yeah.
That's about that Irish spice bag.
Yeah. I want to try one of
Then
those.
they got the Irish breakfast, bro, with a big old salchicha. So Michael Collins, he ends up being like running the equivalent of the CIA for the new Irish government, and he goes out there and starts searching out anti-Republican people that want to like take over Ireland and just screw off the treaty they made with British. So he becomes part of the Secret Service, and he's fucking like, if you have it becomes illegal to have a weapon now. So you just can't be walking around with a fucking 45, right? And this guy was hardcore. After the 1916 Rising, when they killed those two guys, him and his homies, they kept the charge, bro. Like he was fucking British people up. He fought the war. And he was lured into, he always rode his bicycle everywhere. Like he never got in a car. He always was on a bicycle because he was for the people.
Right, that's great.
And because he was on a bicycle, he got ambushed by a young group of IRA. They fucking killed that fool.
Oh fuck! Look at him on his bike.
Yeah, they killed that fool.
Fuck.
And there's a lot of Irish people, kind of them don't like him because he killed a lot of Secret Service, bro. But
right,
for the better good of the country.
Sure.
But there's no streets named after him. The only street that's named after him, bro, is in Montebello, California.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a Michael Collins Drive.
No, fucking, that's the only street that's named after that guy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So yeah, man, he was part of the. They made a movie about him with Liam Neeson called Michael Collins.
Okay.
If you guys want to know more about him, go look for him. Goddamn.
I'm gonna go watch that movie, bro. Shit, dude.
You need to, bro. What's wrong with you? Why are you wasting time?
I'm too busy reading books for History for Fools and taking off with you on to do shows over in other states.
Yeah, man. This movie starts right after the murders of Joseph Plunkett and all those fools.
Okay. Right, because the 1916 Easter Rising inspired so much after that. And at the time, it seemed insignificant, because I also remember reading that once they started their rebellion, they pinned up their Constitution on the wall, and only 2 people saw them do it.
I read a bunch of letters, bro, that were written to family members from the revolution. They were so some of the letters were I wish I was there to say goodbye to you in person, but all they giving me was a pen and paper.
Yeah, dude, the executions were really sad.
And go let everybody know, man, that I'm dying an Irish man for what I believe. I tab on the bottom, bro.
So this is the thing that I gathered, or that I got from when I was reading that book, was that at the time when the rebellion happened,
they were called the anti-treaty IRA.
People were pissed.
Those were the people that were fighting the Irish government.
Right.
They were called the anti-treaty IRA.
Okay.
And they were really led by Liam Lynch, Frank Aiken, and Ernie O'Malley. The Irish state, the Irish country, they were the Irish state, the pro-treaty forces. They were being backed up by the United Kingdom of England, right? With the commanders who were Michael Collins, Richard McCaughey, Ian O'Duffy, Arthur Griffith, W.2 Cosgrave, and Kevin O'Higgins. 55,000 strong, bro, against 15,000 IRAs.
Well, so this is the thing that was interesting to me, was that, so when this happened, a lot of the citizens who were like, yeah, we don't want to be under British rule either, but at the same time, we don't want a fucking war on Easter, bro. We're just trying to enjoy our Easter. These guys are out there fucking starting a war with the British. So in a sense, the Irish citizenship was kind of pissed that it happened. And it didn't really go in favor for the rebellion at all. In fact, even after the rebellion, they were like, you did too much damage. The citizenship was kind of pissed. But it was the executions, and that's the thing about this, was the executions were the most critical part of this, because they started executing. How many people did they say they executed?
460. Well, I don't know, a lot, dude.
Hold on, let me look real quick here. Sorry. 1960 Eastern Rebellion Rising. I just want to get this right so I know this. So, total killed 85, 16 executed. So 16 people, I'm not talking overall, but 16 of the planners were executed, but the way that they were executed and the style that they were was so brutal and so swift that that the citizenship was like, yo, this is going too far. And this is what those people were fighting against. And so that brutality of the execution is what brought forth the independence for Ireland, right?
Yeah, that side of the Republic was called the Sinn Féin.
Sinn Féin.
Sinn Féin.
Sinn Féin, which was
started by
we, the people.
Which is different from the other one we're talking about, right?
Right, yeah.
This one is the Irish republicanism, democratic socialism, and they left-wing nationalism.
Right,
which is opposite of the conservatism one.
Exactly, which is more, those were the communists.
But they're both green. No, the one that we were just talking about, that was the one that beat up the IRA.
Got it. Okay.
Who are more
those were the communists.
They're not communists.
Not communists.
Communists was the other fools.
Okay.
They never won a party.
But Sinn Féin wasn't.
No.
Okay. Man, that's crazy, dude.
They don't fuck around, how the Irish.
They don't fuck around, bro.
Fighting Irish. That little fool should be derogatory too, if people were really offended.
I guess, bro, but that's the thing is I kind of this is my thing, man. It's I'm not a native person.
How would they will call them the farting Mexicans?
See, that's the thing I like about being Mexican, is that I don't have to be offended. I don't know what it's like to be a native person, so I can't be all, yeah, that's fucked up that you have a red Indian on the side of your helmet, but it's as a Mexican person, I see shit all the time, and
as a bird lover, I am ashamed that they put that little firing woodpecker on hot rods.
See, and that's what I feel like it is you're just looking for something to be mad about in a lot of ways.
As a vegan, I'm offended when people say I'm as hungry as a horse. Really? You are as hungry as a guy who eats hay all day.
Yeah, dude.
And gets fat people to ride him. Let me try jumping on your back.
See how you feel.
Or I'm so hungry I could eat a bear. Really? A lovable bear?
A lovable bear. What did the bear do to you?
What did the bear do to you?
What did the bear do to you?
How about just being hungry because you need food?
What is funny is I've never heard someone say, I'm so hungry I could eat a whole cow. Right? I'm that hungry right now.
I don't want to be next to a woman that says that. Because I can see that she ate a lot of whole dicks already. Then now she wants a whole cow. Because how do you get to cows, bitch?
Start out with dicks.
Like she's going to eat a whole animal.
Right.
History for Foos, 1916 Uprising.
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
That's how Irish people were made, guys.